It's Matt Slick Live. Matt is the founder and president of the Christian Apologetics Research Ministry, found online at carm.org. When you have questions about Bible doctrines, turn to Matt Slick Live for answers. Taking your calls and responding to your questions at 877-207-2276. Here's Matt Slick.
Hey everybody, welcome to the show. It's me, Matt Slick. You're listening to Matt Slick Live. If you want to give me a call, all you have to do is dial 877-207-2276. And if you want, you can email me also. Just email me at info@carm.org, info@carm.org. And you can just put in the subject there. You can say something like Carm. This could be a radio question or radio comment, and then I can get to it. That's easy. And we usually have a lot more callers coming in the last half of the show. So if you got a question now, you're able to do it. Now's a good time. If you can't, that's just the way it is. All right. So let's see. I think what I'm going to do is just jump right into some of the questions, because we don't have any callers waiting right now, and we'll get to it. All right. Let's see. Your info on the first family, smile, smile, smile. That's all it says. Info on the first family. I wonder if that person's talking about the Biden crime family. Now you think about it, folks. Why is the Biden crime family not impeached? Why isn't Biden out? And why they opened the borders so much? Who destroyed that pipeline? Why is the interest rate so high? Why there's so many emails and so many verifications of Biden being in collusion with his son, and the issue of well, let's just say not so nice, not so ethical and legal issues. So yeah, I think our country's being taken over by enemies of our country, and that's what I think. Anyway, that's what that email is about, I guess. I don't know. Let's try another one. Question. We already got to that one, Hosea 11:12, yesterday. To Matt, I'm a non-believer. Oh yeah, we already got to that one about creating heaven and hell. All right, the passage referencing 5 Philistine cities. Oh boy, excuse me. Sorry about that. In 1 Samuel, these are the golden tumors. Okay, this may attest to David 5 stones. Oh, okay. The golden tumors that Philistine returned as a guilt offering to the Lord, one for Ashdod. Guys, a number of cities in Philistine belong to the 5 lords, both fortified. Okay, which may relate to the 5 stones. Actually, I think there's something going on there. It reminds me. I think it's in John 4. The woman at the well had 5 husbands. And I remember someone told me something really interesting about this. The 5 husbands might relate to the 5 nations or something that had been there previous to Israel. There was something. I can't remember what it was. It was really interesting. Maybe if someone knows what that is, they can tell me. So there you go. There's that. And by the way, I released small bios on Carlos Garbires. He's our Spanish guy in Colombia. He works with Carm. David Brito. He's our Portuguese guy. He works in Brazil. And I updated Laura's thing. So we've got Laura's there. And we already have Joanne. We're slowly putting stuff together. What I'm going to do is create a chart or a table of who is responsible for what things, so that people who want to know who does what in Carm can contact them. How about that? Sounds good? Yes, it does. It's a really good idea. See? Someone agrees. All right, let's just jump on the air here with, let's see, Joseph from Utah. Hey, Joseph, welcome. You're on the air.
Hey, Matt. I had a question for you.
Sure.
I know I mentioned the show The Chosen before.
Mm-hmm.
I can't remember. Have you seen some of those episodes?
I've seen all of them. I haven't seen it for anything for 2 or 3 months. So I don't know if they have anything new, but it was completely caught up. Yeah.
All right. Well, here's my question. So obviously there's parts that are not in the Bible because obviously the Bible is talking about the main points of Jesus' life and some of the things his disciples did. How accurate would you say the characters are that were during the time that they're not in the Bible? Like Simon, he seems to be kind of an aggressive character. I mean, he's now, coming around now that he's spending more time with Jesus, and obviously you don't know a whole lot about Nicodemus other than he was a secret follower of Jesus. But is there any historical document that would prove that these characters are pretty close? I mean, obviously there's no way they're going to have 100% of the dialogue that happened back then, but as far as characters, I would hope there's some kind of other document so I can show my mom and say, hey, look, here's more proof of the kind of person that Nicodemus was during that time, or here's the kind of person Simon or something like that was. Is there anything like that?
Nope, not that I'm aware of. Okay, so Peter in the Bible is aggressive, let's go, call fire down. And so they kind of just wrote that into his personality. John is the beloved disciple. So they kind of write that in, and it'll be developed, I'm sure. And Matthew, who I love the idea that Matthew, the tax collector, is autistic, because I'm autistic and my name's Matthew. So I get a kick out of that. But
me too. I could have thought that same thing. Like, he just seems to be like he's an autistic character. He doesn't really look at anybody in the face. He repeats a lot, and he's very OCD about things.
Yep. And there's nothing in the scriptures that I'm aware of that would suggest that's him, the real Matthew. But nevertheless, they took a license, and of course they're going to do that because they have to fill in many, 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 many hours of stuff. So it's not a big deal. I don't have any problem with that principle. Just like the Ten Commandments. Okay. There's a lot of stuff in the Ten Commandments, but with Charlton Heston, that they took liberties. But the general idea is the story is there, and they're trying to stay faithful to Scripture, and that's okay. And according to Philippians chapter 1, verse 18, which I referred to about that in Philippians 1:18, what then? Only that in every way, whether in pretense or in truth, Christ is proclaimed, and in this I rejoice. Yes, I will rejoice. So I rejoice that Christ is proclaimed, even in that series. Okay.
Okay. So then, like I said, there's no other kind of backing of who some of these characters were, because I know they said that Herod was actually worse than he was portrayed in the Bible. The Bible showed us, he was pretty bad, but then there are other, I guess, kind of things that say he was a lot worse than what the Bible actually gave time for on Herod. So that's why I was wondering if maybe there was something around other people like Nicodemus and stuff.
Yeah, I just don't know.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe there is, but I don't know. I'm not aware of it. Maybe there's some other writing. So if some people who are listening know of other sources where it talks about them through legend or some of the early church fathers that heard stuff and they wrote it down, then, then fine. But other than that, I just don't know. I don't think so, though. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, because I love the show, and I know the parts that are in the Bible. I'm like, look, Mom, that's 100% accurate. That's exactly what it says in the Bible, where Jesus says this or this happened. So I love the show. I just was hoping that maybe you might know something that could give me a little more backing for other characters.
Well, sorry.
Right, well,
wish I could help you. All right.
That's all right. Well, as always, Matt, I do appreciate your time, and thank you, and have a great day, and God bless, brother.
Okay, you too, man. Thanks a lot. God bless. All right, that was Joseph. Hey, we have 3 open lines if you want to give me a call. 877-207-2276. Spence from North Carolina. Welcome. You're on the air.
Hey, how's it going, Matt? Great show, man. I love you. I listen to you all the time. God bless you.
Well, thanks, man. Appreciate it.
I have a question, man. I was having a discussion with some friends of mine in a Bible study meeting, and the conversation came up about I think